Coming to you from Studios 1162, Vantage Point starts right now.
Hello Eagles, and welcome to a new season of Vantage Point,
where we see you. I'm Kezia Cook, and next to me is my dear friend and new co-host, Andrew Cornell. Welcome to the news desk, Andrew.
Thanks, Kezia. I'm excited for this new opportunity. Let's get into the news. After going several years with a relatively low turnover, Cleveland welcomed almost 20 new staff members, some with familiar faces, back to the nest. Now here's reporter Nia Jones with the story.
An exciting trend emerged in this round of new hires. Now every 1 in 3 teachers at the school is a teacher of color, putting CHS well above the district average. Cleveland also lowered the counselor caseload by bringing in a counselor strictly for the 9th graders.
Claire Abe joins Cleveland after serving as a counselor at Van Assel Elementary. She will oversee the caseload for all 233 9th graders at CHS, reducing the strain on SOED counselor Napsia Sally and SOLS counselor Avery Kamau. Both women will handle the 10th, 11th, and 12th graders for their respective academy.
By having a third counselor here and being able just to focus with the 9th graders, which is just a class of like 230 students, I'm able to spend extra time in helping them transition from 8th grade to 9th grade, which is a huge transition year, and we're able to provide a lot of support.
In the technology department, Meredith Blaché was hired to teach computer science. Tanae Frazier will replace Doug Hartley in engineering. Frazier is currently under contract with Decatur High School in Federal Way and will join the CHS staff soon. She will be the second black female teacher at Cleveland. The humanities department hired 2 teachers of color. Anna Claudia Magana joins the 10th grade team, while Michael Coe will teach 11th grade. He replaced long-term sub Justin Vinson.
I like working with all types of kids. I like that, there's like the 4.0 student, but there's also like the 1.0 student, and then there's all those different kinds of kids in between, and I like trying to make connections with all those different kids and trying to see what makes each kid tick, and so I really like that about teaching.
It's the math department with the biggest overhaul. Christine Allison and Edson Kalaunen are familiar faces. Last year, Allison was a student teacher, and Kalaunen was a long-term sub for Hillary Patterson, who also returned after a year-long maternity leave. Paige Wakamatsu Wilson replaced Kate Byers. She teaches AP Calculus and Algebra 1.
AP Calculus has definitely been very challenging to teach, but fun. It's been a little while since I've done calculus, but it's been great trying to relearn it and then find different ways to teach it to the students.
One notable hire is the new athletic director, Jonathan Hughes. He's Cleveland's 3rd AD in 5 years. You'll learn more about him later in sports. You'll find a complete list of new hires in the first edition of the Journal, out next week.
As Cleveland tries to diversify its academic offerings, the school is also creating new avenues for student expression through extracurricular activities. From a debate club to a place to play video games, Cleveland's clubs have something for everyone. Here's reporter Mauricio Vasquez with more.
After several students expressed interest in starting a debate team, science teacher Claire Sobeski stepped up to lead the new club. Last spring, sophomore Brooklyn Jimena expressed interest in starting a debate club. After consulting with activities coordinator Brian Gordon, Jimena was directed to Claire Sobeski, who has a background in debate. Sobeski now leads a club of about 15 students and hopes to be able to compete in debate tournaments.
So in the class, we started by learning just about public speaking, qualities of good public speaking, and also different kinds of evidence, so anecdotal versus empirical evidence. And they gave a speech on a topic of their choice using different kinds of evidence. And now we're preparing for our first round of debate, which is on civil disobedience.
For students who are looking for something a little more lighthearted, Super Smash Bros. Club was started as a way for students to have fun while playing the video game. Science teacher Frances Lynn advises the club and sees it as a way for kids to unwind after a stressful day of school.
So when I see kids come into Super Smash Club, a lot of them say it's one of the things they look forward to most in the week. We hold it every Tuesday and Friday, and there's always a lot of energy, a lot of people having fun. I think that part of it too is that people from different grades get to meet up and kind of like find a community together through like this game.
While it's not a new club, the Black Student Union has a new advisor. Sonia Ers has stepped in for Chev Gary, who organized for the group for several years. A complete list of advisors and meeting times can be found on the school's website. Students who may be interested in starting a club can speak to Activity Coordinator Brian Gordon. This is Mauricio Vasquez reporting for Vantage Point.
In an era where journalism and the press is under attack from the highest office in the nation, student journalism has never been more important. Wherever there is fake news, Cleveland Publications will be there to defend against it. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. We are journalism.
On October 30th, the entire sophomore class will embark on a field trip to different work sites around the area. Work sites will be assigned by advisory. Last year's students got a chance to visit Amazon, Microsoft, Costco, and other big companies in the area. Also on October 30th, the music department will be holding their fall concert. The event begins at 6:30 p.m. in the auditorium. Baked goods will be sold during intermission and after the concert. Are you old enough and registered to vote? Democracy works best when we all participate. Join your neighbors and vote in a nonpartisan community. Drop by Beacon Hill Library Community Room on Sunday, November 4 from 1 to 3 p.m. Bring your ballot. Snacks will be provided.
You're never too old to beg for candy, and CHS teachers are going to make it easy for you by stocking their rooms for Halloween. Students are encouraged to trick or treat during lunch. Teachers who have pumpkin sticker on their door will be giving out candy. But don't yell trick or treat. The secret phrase for candy will be "Let's go Eagles." Costumes are optional, but it's more fun if you dress up. Quarter 1 ends on November 7th, and students with a C or below in any other core classes will have a chance to improve their grades. The school will open on Saturday, November 3rd from 9 a.m. until noon for students to make up missing assignments or late work. Snacks will be provided. Contact Logan Reichert in room 1137 if you have any questions. It's back! Cleveland PTSA is once again holding a car raffle. The group is giving away a 2019 Mercedes-Benz, but they need your help. The group must sell a set number of tickets to reach their goal. There are cool prizes along the way, like a $500 Amazon gift card, an iPhone XS, and a $1,000 Nike gift card, and much more. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased at any home game or from any PTSA member. Sorry, you must be 18 years or older to enter. Student-led conferences will be the week of Thanksgiving in November. More details will be released as the day gets closer, but students should start preparing now.
Now here's Brandon Teeny with the weather. How's it looking out there, Teeny?
What's up, Eagles? Brandon Teeny, back with the weather for the 2018-19 season. Although it has been an unusually warm fall, we can expect to see some moisture in the coming weeks leading up to Thanksgiving. But forecast models are calling for a warmer and drier winter. Now let's kick it over to sports.
Hey Eagles, I'm Molly House, your new host of Squaw, where we bring you all the latest news about Cleveland sports. Fall sports made some big strides this year. Golf won its first match in years, boys ultimate frisbee made it to the Metro League finals, and Cleveland hired its third athletic director in just 5 years. Let's see what Jon Hughes has to offer Cleveland sports. See what I did there?
Jon Hughes is no stranger to Cleveland students. He's been a Central District and South End educator for several years, teaching at Madrona and South Shore. And even though he's stepping into a job that has seen much turnover, he's excited to be at Cleveland.
One of my goals is to have some sustainability, and I hope to be here a long time, and I think that will help with the athletic program.
His primary goal is to merge a social justice focus into Cleveland's student athletes and the athletic programs.
A couple of other areas I really want to focus on. One is just general sportsmanship. I want Cleveland to be known as the school where we excel in sportsmanship, from like our parents to our student athletes to our coaches. And so far so good. All the coaches have been really interested in that. But we're going to have a Cleveland Athletes for Social Justice Club. And so we've got some athletes that have been nominated to work on some social justice issues. We have our first meeting coming up next week. Excited about that. And the athletes will get to choose the kind of things they want to focus on.
Shout out to the golf team for breaking their years-long losing streak by beating Nathan Hale and Chief Self. We see you. An even bigger shout out to Boys Ultimate, who continues to dominate the Metro League. Keep making us proud, boys. And congratulations to all the seniors who played fall sports. We see you and we appreciate you. This is Molly with Squaw. Now back to the studio.
Well, that's it for our first episode. It's been a pleasure for us to see you from this vantage point.
Until next time, I'm Kazia Cook.
And I'm Andrew Cornell.
Stay fly, Eagles, and keep soaring on. Okay. Are we doing like an outro thing? Or are we not doing that no more?